Game of League? Nah. I'm bored. A Flash game. When I was growing up, they always had a strange appeal to them. They were either absolute pieces of art or the slimiest slop sewer sludge flowing into the landfills of the internet. Asking my parents for their debit card number so I could play Xbox Live didn't bode well. So when I was told by other kids in the school's computer lab that there was a whole world of games I could play for free, I was ecstatic. Looking at you, Marble Blast. Many genres began to reveal themselves to me, such as MMOs. Then all of a sudden I was playing with other people working towards shared goals. They even taught me how to use more than one finger on my keyboard. Not to mention, it was easier to convince my parents to buy gift cards rather than full-price games. Some of the things I was playing felt never-ending and timeless. Once I had my fill, I would move on, occasionally returning to the ones that made a good impression. On one of these fateful days, I revisited Club Penguin. If you couldn't tell by where are the
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
If you couldn't tell by me constantly bringing it up, I love this game. Every month from 2007 to 2009. I owned the Wii game, I owned the physical cards, and I bought membership constantly. I was always excited to see what kind of event they had going on, and I'm a sucker for holiday parties. The level of betrayal I felt seeing the game with a completely different art style, layout, and breaking its own stylistic choices to promote a Disney show was nothing short of gut-wrenching. The game played exactly the same, but I was no longer part of the core demographic. Some of my favorite parts of the game were still there because the devs didn't touch them. I wound up reminiscing on the good times even though I was only 15. There's a chance you probably haven't played any of the games I've listed, but I'm sure you can relate. Is it just nostalgia making us latch onto the things as they were? Or did these games lose good qualities through time? I summon Atakan with the ability to revive my strongest fallen ally, Aatrox.
You think you can kill me?
Demacia!
Really? You shouldn't even have that card. There's only one thing left I can do. Behold, Tito, 3-star. No! This is too hard. I'm not him. League of Legends. I love this game, if you couldn't tell already. League has had a ton of events and gameplay changes over the years, but the one I want to focus on is Spirit Blossom. If you yourself play League, you probably know where I'm going with this, but there's a twist. First introduced in 2020, Spirit Blossom is an event inspired by the Japanese Obon Festival. The in-game holiday is in Ionia, where all of the popular champions are. Just like its real-life counterpart, it celebrates life, death, and remembrance. Spirit Blossom had it all, from the cinematics, the champion introductions, the lore, and the dating sim. The event did extremely well. Fast forward 2 years and Riot Games decided to bring it back. What are they gonna do with it this time?
If I ever find my old man,
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
But where are the deeply integrated lore characters, and more importantly, where is the dating sim? Oh, there they are. I am definitely not the main demographic for Spirit Blossom. For starters, I like the color red. But there was so much about that first iteration that blew me away. They made more because people rightfully enjoy it. The skin line is great and the events surrounding it are usually top tier. There's always a chance that the next iteration brings back that excitement for me, but for now, I'm just a passerby. Oh my god, it's Legends of Runeterra, the not-dead TCG that turned into a roguelike game. There's even a video about this if you haven't seen it. Runeterra's Path of Champions mode has been the game's saving grace. So when I saw they were doing an event this summer, it's Spirit Blossom. Never mind, is what I would say. Given the game's track record, I didn't expect too much. Until they posted a cinematic about this new character named Rue. This short story involving him, his grandma, and Teemo had me feeling some type of way. And no, the feeling was not emotional.
oh shit! A ghost!
Once I got my grubby little hands on the update, that feeling further cemented itself. I'm a sucker for when the gameplay reflects what's going on with the game. To me, this is on the same level as Yone and Lilia's champion introductions, or akin to something like the Spirit Blossom ARAM map. The skinline has existed in Runeterra for a while now, but the way they utilized it for Path is nothing short of impressive. Sure, parts of the game were screaming out in pain, but the new champions and gameplay mechanics felt more than enough. While Runeterra still appears like it did back when it was primarily PvP, there's a reason their core focus has been on the gameplay of Path of Champions. Instead of telling everybody that the game is on a comeback, they let the game speak for itself.
August, the Spirit Blossom release is the highest performing from an active standpoint that we've had since January. So it's our best performing event of the year.
To give you an example of what they've been cooking, here's Spirit Blossom Teemo. Teemo is a lying, thieving rat who steals from the enemy deck if a trap you put there goes off. I would not have guessed in 1,000 years that gameplay this thematically pleasing was about to return. Not to mention there's a new risk-reward map mechanic that should just be part of the base game. Though I'm just now realizing that something that could be fun doesn't mean I'll enjoy it, and I think the devs have also in some way thought this too. I'm ready to give this another try. This is pointless. How am I supposed to win against him if my Tito is only 3 stars? If only they put Sword of the Occult or Will of the Ancients back into the game. Wait, is that? Oh, free rework Fiddlesticks? I don't care if I lose this game, I'm just happy you're back. I play Fiddlesticks with the ability to summon 3 friends. Sunny!
What am I doing here?
Stop asking questions. Tito, 3 star. And lastly, Zelard. Wait, that's just sub-promotion.
You're gonna cheat, aren't you?
With this random bullshit, I combine my allies into Spirit Blossom Tito, 7 star.
Who dares defy my will?
I don't know a will, but I will say that it's my twisted fate to give you some misfortune. Your father may have passed away, but I'll still play some catch with you. When we were young, things were simpler. No bills, no job, hardly any responsibilities, and all of the imagination in the world. When something is new, it has much longer lasting power than something we've grown accustomed to. The average game these days falls under the term live service, which just means constantly updated. It's here where the devs ask for the majority of our time, and no longer are we expected to finish or move on from the game, with the average playtime expected to be much longer than a single player title. When we do finish what's on offer, they introduce events to keep us interested. While we as individuals can always improve ourselves, the gaming industry often has an unintended ceiling. Once a consistent formula is solved, then the innovation slows down. Fortnite does close to nothing different with its events and collabs these days because now they're on number 2000. I am of the opinion that trying new things and failing is better than stagnation, although if you have a lot to lose, it's easier said than done. Many games do try new things throughout their lifespans, but when one thing is far better received than the others, it's not a terrible idea to latch onto that trend for as long as possible, until it is. We've seen games like Club Penguin collapse because of their stagnation, focusing more on Disney collabs than the once organic, thought-out parties that brought the game to life. Instead of continuing the trend of in-house excitement, they start to become focused on profit, using the once well-meaning events as their driving force. It's obvious a lot of hard work and passion went into these, but did it really need to be a Frozen collab? I'm not saying it's the sole reason that the game failed, but it's definitely what drove some people away, including myself. Say what you will about League this year, but this is a big reason as to why I've stuck around with it for so long. Other than them promoting their own series, there's never been an event that wouldn't technically make sense in the game, and that's what keeps it fresh compared to all the other IP juggernauts. All of Riot Games' games, in some sense, are still true to the vision they set out to make. Because their IP is so varied, I can take a break from one game and enjoy the world of Runeterra in another. Whether it looks like it or not, they're always trying new things, and that's what keeps them on top. My point is, the feeling of enjoyment and satisfaction never actually left. You just stop searching for it. Instead, we've chosen to look for dissatisfaction based on our preconceived notions of what fun is. Try something old. Try something in a genre you previously didn't like. Why not make your own fun instead of waiting for the fun to come to you? Don't know where to look? Try the indie game scene. I'm not saying you have to painstakingly look for hidden gems, but give one of the big boys a try, and then try some more. So many people are obsessed with the idea of what comes next, when the feeling you want from games is right here. I feel like I should have learned something, but what? Maybe Nah, get out of here. I never knew cards could be so needy. Why can't I find the answer? What is it? I guess I'll never know. Wait, could it be? Huh, I never thought about it like that. Wow, they really put you into XKO, huh, Tito? You think I'll get invited? No. Why? That only leaves one option. And many Guilty Gear references yet to be had.